Hello, everyone. Hi. Every single human being in this building. Hello. We are going to start the show. Let's all populate the audience area. Let's sit in the chairs. Let's get the people from outside. Let's do this. Let's settle in. I just want you to know, I know when you guys look at me, I know you see, somebody who's confident and hilarious and masculine and powerful and smart and charming, but I need you to know that that's all fake. That's a facade. That's armor that I put on before I leave the house. Okay, I just need you to know that deep down inside, I'm an artistic genius. Yeah, you like that? I'm the worst human being.
So yeah, having two rappers in the family, I learn a lot of different facts about rappers. Like, I recently found out that when Tupac was in jail, he was actually pen pals with Tony Danza. And I was really, when I heard that, I was just really amazed. I'm like, oh my god, who knew Tony Danza could read and write?
I look like I buy underage kids smokes. I do that! I do it! I also bum them from them too. I'm buying them liquor anyways.
Yeah, when I tell people that my brothers are white rappers, they kind of just start automatically comparing them to every white rapper ever. Like, oh, are they like Eminem or the Beastie Boys or Classified or... And one name that
I love how the third rapper you're gonna go Canadian. There's only two notable. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Wait, who is there? There's Classified and what, Snow or...
Oh my god.
Yeah, the one name that always comes up is Vanilla Ice, and people act like that's some huge insult, but as far as early 90s rappers, Vanilla Ice is doing pretty well. He's a contractor now, and he had a home building show, but a while ago he got into some legal trouble because he was working on this property, and he removed some stuff from the site, and it was all just a misunderstanding, but he ended up getting arrested for theft and put in jail. So when that happened, I was just really, really upset. I'm I need to do something. So I went around town and I put up posters that said free Vanilla Ice. But I only put them up outside of Dairy Queen.
And it's funny because Haley actually reminded me of this. I hadn't thought about it in a while, but this is actually how I know for my own self that I'm not a millennial, because I'm old enough to remember the first time I used the internet, right? I was in school and all of a sudden there was a classroom with computers in it. We didn't even know what to call it. It was just computers, right? And my, at the time, math teacher, who was all of a sudden my computers teacher, was like, oh, on these computers, there's something called the internet, and it'll tell you whatever question you ask. You can ask it and it'll give you the answers. And the very first thing I looked up on the internet were the lyrics to Informer. Not my father's whereabouts. I was like, anything? Ilicky boom boom down, okay. That's what it says.
Yeah, I was over at my friend's the other day and her husband was talking to me. He's like, so, Haley, I hear you're dating a dentist. I'm like, no, I'm dating a guy named Dennis.
I look like I drink sage. I've tried it, I don't recommend it. Alright. Now.
So, I lost 40 pounds recently, and I was really happy about that, but the most important thing is I'm now within the weight range to ride an ostrich. And then people ask how I do it, and it's people ask me how I did it, and I'm like, well, I had to change my diet and my exercise regimen, I stopped eating bread, and I started walking to the store to stare sadly at bread. But it's gotten bad. Like when you're like on a diet, like things like change. Like I remember walking by and seeing this broken chip on the floor and just being like, One of my exes got married a while ago, and like I wanted to go to his wedding, not to like object to the union, but just to object to the fact that my ex wore shorts at his own damn wedding.
What? Jesus.
Yeah, shorts and boat shoes. I know. Yeah, like I tell you, like I dodged a bullet.
Give it up for Haley Beavis, that was awesome. No word of a lie. She came in and I'm like, hey, I'm Ty. She goes, yeah, we went to school together. I'm not kidding you. And I was like, this whole time trying to run it in my head, and she's like, my brothers are rappers. And I'm like, oh, those guys were dope. We grew up in Tawas, it's a white suburb, so we know a lot about hip hop, okay? Yeah, as far as like Tupac and Tony Danza, yeah, game recognizes game, okay? That's how I work.
Like a lot of women will like try and lose a lot of weight before their wedding, but I think like if I would probably do the complete opposite and just like try and get like really, really jacked. You know, like flex my muscles and rip my gown and like throw the bouquet and take someone out. Carry my husband over the threshold.
Right? You know, one of these days, North Korea or China or Japan, they're just gonna press the button on that fucking missile, and that's just gonna go around the Pacific, and it's gonna stop in Vancouver and see some family. It's okay, I can tell that joke. I know a black guy. See? It's crazy when I say it, but y'all are fine with that.
I think I managed to stay in Vancouver so long because like I don't do that thing where you're dating someone and you like move in way too soon to like save on rent and then end up breaking up and having to move away. Because like I'm really smart like that, and also no one's ever asked me to move in.
Yeah. She's like, I'm a millennial, but she's like a super millennial, you know? We have a bunch of board games at our house, and we tried to play Guess Who. You guys know that game?
Yeah.
That was a great game. She ruined it for me. I was like, does your man have glasses? She's like, how dare you assume my person's ocular preference? Yeah, right?
It's hard shit. Dude, I look like I drink expired milk. I've done it. I drink it straight out of the carton so I don't see the chunks coming.
Oh my God.
I love sour cream! What the fuck? Right? Get your money's worth.
Yeah, one of my friends just had a kid. She had a little boy. He's named Hunter, and every time I see that baby, I'm just like, I bet that baby couldn't hunt for shit.
Good. All right, fantastic.
Dude,
Some things I should say about the show. This is Kevin, and Kevin is the mascot of the show. And slowly, over the course of the show, yes, everyone will get a chance to hold Kevin. It's just a side benefit of coming to weird, dumb art shit in somebody's house. You get to maybe hold a fucking perfect toasted marshmallow of a dog.
Yeah, unless you want to play Monopoly, I got rid of that real quick. I just wrote Trump on all the hotels and just put them down. I don't want to play anymore, this sucks.
Because I'm at that age where my friends are popping out like round 2 or 3 of their kids, right? And it's just like I became honorary uncle to like 87,000 fucking kids, right? In the last couple of years. Like, you know that map where they show you how fast a disease can spread? Just like, and in 72 hours, right? But
alright, that's it.
Haley Beamish, everyone! Give her your love and attention.
It's healthy for your gums to bleed once in a while.
honestly, having a kid today is fucking ridiculous. Like having a kid today in this economy is like fucking, like having a fucking yacht. Right? And I don't want either. I want a kid or a yacht unless I'm so fucking rich I won't recognize the financial damage it's causing me. or someone surprises me with one. And in both cases, my reaction would be like, oh, fuck, you shouldn't have. No, we all have this beautiful responsibility to leave the world a little bit better than how we found it, to contribute to this world positively ourselves. And we just want to pass that responsibility on to a little baby. Only get disappointed with that baby when he tries to make a career out of being hilarious. Fine, shut up.
I look like I only smoke roaches. Yeah, because I specifically asked my friends to save them for me. That's why.
I'm so proud of all my friends and all the comedians I invited who are not my friends. Your next act. Oh, hey, yes, this is gonna be a nice treat. Okay, this dude is one of those like underground fucking killers. Like that you guys, this is a treat. This is a treat that you're getting that is normally reserved for insiders and other comics. This is fantastic. He has his first single out by 604 Records. It's called Adult Purchases. He headlines a festival I was on one time. He's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Stuart Jones.
Whoa! What's going on, Strathcona? Alright! What's up, Princess Avenue? How we doing?
I'm single, obviously. I was seeing this girl for a little bit. She was super into edging. You guys know what this is?
Yeah.
And I did not know. She had to explain it to me. Right? She had to explain this to me. She's like, okay, it's like when you almost made me come, and then back off a little bit and repeat that. And I was like, let me get this straight. You need me to not make you come over and over again? Not a problem. Anyways, I was raised old-fashioned. I didn't even know you could come, to be honest with you.
There we go. Hey, I've been trying to build up more confidence, right? And I heard that a good way to build confidence is fighting people, right? So I have a new hobby now. What I do is I beat up old women. Huh? Yeah, and I gotta tell you, I feel great. Huh? My confidence through the roof. I feel like I could take on a young woman,
Oh my God!
This is mostly for Morris, I don't care.
I look like I just got back from Burning Man, and I won't shut up about it.
Seriously, you guys should go, it's great. It's life-changing.
The year I went, a guy actually burned himself alive, so we got our money's worth. Yeah, it's true, 2017, look it up.
I do a lot of shopping at No Frills. Do we have any frillies in the audience tonight? Yeah. Do we have any frill seekers here tonight?
Yeah.
I bought this big tub of ground beef from No Frills, right? I go home, I cook up a burger, I bite into the burger. You know what's in the burger? A little piece of bone. Yeah, apparently boneless ground beef is considered a frill. They don't deal with that there. No frills. Can't even complain about it.
I look like Lieutenant Dan. There's no tag on that one. Just looking for my eyes.
You guys watch the news? Any news hawks in the any reporters here? Any gumshoes in the audience? Boise, I know you keep up to date with current events, eh? Yeah. You know what's funny? You watch Vancouver news and it's like homelessness, housing crisis, fentanyl. You switch it over to Vancouver Island news, it's just seniors meeting dolphins. Every single fucking day. They're like, top story tonight, everyone saw a whale. Wow. In paradise, you know? There's too much news though. There's too much news these days. I saw a news story that the world's oldest person died. That's not news, right? That's exactly what's supposed to happen. Like, maybe if the world's oldest person killed someone, that's a news story, right? World's oldest person commits double homicide. Sentenced to life in prison. It's a news story. Yo, don't fuck with Ethel, you know? Yeah, she killed 2 people with knitting needles. Yeah, that's a Netflix docu-series at that point.
I rag on women a lot. I don't want anyone thinking that I hate women. It's just the white ones.
What the fuck? God damn it.
I just fucking swung for it. I knew there was like only white women here because of course Morris hosted this. And
Hold on, what does that mean?
I'm just, yeah.
Do you keep up? Here's a mistake I made. You guys ever do this? You ever try to care about Canadian politics? It's so difficult, you know? It's like trying to go to the gym, you know? After 3 days in a row, you're like, fuck this, I quit. No, the thing I find funny about Trudeau is that before he was, you know, leader of the country, his only other job was he was a substitute teacher. Which, like, not even a full-on teacher, right? A sub. I don't know how I feel about that. I just imagine every time he holds caucus, all of his ministers, like, change names on him. Doing roll call. You're not the Minister of Defense, right? Or, like, if he doesn't have anything prepared, he just wheels in a TV, you know?
God damn it! God damn it! What did I tell you? Fantastic!
Puts on a heritage moment. You know? What are we gonna do about this upcoming election? It's like, I think we should learn about Laura Secord today. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I got Land Before Time too, huh?
Listen, I'm rebuilding the show, okay? I need you. This is not all my fault. This isn't you as well.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of running for politics. This is what I was thinking. You're like this, right?
What? What?
He's from Montreal. It's not a racial thing.
What? God damn it!
But in BC, I want to run for the Bloc Québécois. Yeah. Just so I could go to all the meetings and piss off everyone, you know? They'll be debating like pipelines and shit, and I'll be like, yeah? What about Quebec, huh? What are we as British Columbians doing for the people of Quebec? And they'll be like, are you even French? No, not at all. Can't even speak French. Yeah. Jumapple Stuart Jones. This is my French for you. 1 poutine, please. Yeah, there you go. I think that's a good idea.
I look like Norman Reedus from Walking Dead.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, kinda, a little.
If he was less famous and got some sleep every once in a while, I'm normal Reedus.
No, I had a friend tell me that what I should do is I should run for the Bloc Québécois in Alberta, right? And be like, yeah, I want to separate Quebec from the rest of Canada. They'll be like, fuck yeah, you know? Like I'm Prime Minister within a year. You know? I think I have more job experience than the current Prime Minister, which is a strange thing.
I look like the little Lebowski.
I saw a monument. It's on Fraser and Kingsway, and it's a monument to Vietnamese refugees that Canada accepted after the Vietnam War. And at the time, we called them boat people. Now, I don't know if that would pass the smell test by today's standards, you know? If people were like, hey, don't you have any compassion for the boat people? It's like, no, I'm more of a house person myself, you know? I don't care for the boat people, you know?
I started a job recently. I go door to door selling no soliciting signs. I know, right? I hate that I love that joke too.
If you're a boat person, you better either be Vietnamese or have an ancestor that's a fucking canoe. You know? Otherwise, go fuck yourself. Goddamn boat people.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think that's progressive, you know? The rules are very difficult these days,
Or identify
right?
as a canoe.
Yeah, exactly. Identify as a canoe, totally. I think that's coming in the future, you know? Oh man, I'm glad I'll be dead for it. Hey,
This cat. Why the cat? Why the cat?
I was gonna make like a whole backsplash title, but it got too expensive at Michael's, and so I bought a $10 mask. I bought a $10 mask instead.
Should have gone to Derek.
Shouldn't have asked.
maybe we should change something. Hey, I signed up for salsa classes. I get there on day one. Turns out it's some kind of dancing. You ever heard of this? Salsa dancing. I look like such an idiot, you know? I showed up with a big bag of Tostitos, right? They were like, are you bringing a partner? And I was like, no, more for me, you know? Stupid question.
Did I already say the little Boski? Yeah, I did. I've been living in Vancouver for like 11 years. 11 years from Ontario, and I've successfully never done the grouse grind.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nice work.
Clap for my laziness.
Ontario, baby.
Yeah, I just go to Wreck Beach instead. Because of all the stairs, it's pretty much the same thing. But you see a lot more dicks. Yeah, I just see a lot more. A lot more dicks on the grouse grind because hikers are assholes. Okay, now.
I have always had a problem with authority, you know? Like, I was taught to question authority. I don't like being told what to do, but sometimes I feel like I'm too cynical. Like this one time I was driving through this construction zone and I saw this sign, and you know what the sign said? It said, obey all signs. Yeah, just what a sign would say, right?
I fucking told you.
That's the one that
They made me fill out some paperwork at the start of the job, and one of the fields I didn't understand, it said emergency contact. I put in 911. I don't. That's.
Oh, this will be good. You folks are familiar with the song No Scrubs, right?
Yeah.
No Scrubs.
Yeah.
TLC, a classic. I realized the other day that I am not by definition a scrub. Yeah, because a scrub is a guy who has a best friend who has a car.
Oh my god.
I would love to be a scrub one day. A scrub is a guy who has help moving. Wow, that sounds lovely, you know? Dude, I have a friend who doesn't even have a smartphone. Yeah, I'm like, dude, how do you even poo? You know? Like, what are you doing in there? Reading? Like, get out of here, right? My favorite thing to do while I'm taking a shit, I like to be on Tinder, and I like to judge women based on their appearance. Yeah. With my pants down and shit coming out of my asshole. I like to look at the face of women and be like, ew, not you.
Oh my god.
That's swiping and wiping. That's what I do.
I look like I teach yoga in a van
Oh yeah, I
of a parking lot of an old motel, okay? And guess what? I have been doing hot yoga for 3 or 4 days now, so check this out. I can almost suck my own dick, so it's pretty good. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matthew Zagler. Utterly wonderful. Oh, the show is going goddamn great.
Also, you know how after you're done taking a shit, you like look at your poo, you know? Like you have to. I spend like 6 seconds looking at my shit. I spend like 4 seconds on the average Tinder profile. I don't know what that says about me. You gotta look out for number 1, right? Alright, looking at your number 2. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stuart Jones! That was incredible, right? Listen, this show is turning out fantastic. I had my doubts. I thought, oh, this is excellent. Okay.